Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Daily Grind. How you doing out there this morning? Good, I hope. I hope you're having a great morning. I hope you have a great day. And we're going to talk about something this morning that's really important stuff. Learning to love yourself. That's right, learning to love yourself. We're going to talk about ways to learn to love yourself and ways to stop beating yourself up that you may not even realize you're doing. Let me ask you this question. How do you talk to yourself? How do you treat yourself? When you're in your mind and you're rolling around in your head, do you say things like, oh my God, that was so stupid. I can't believe I did that. What the heck? I don't deserve that. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. Any of that stuff going on? Let me ask you this. The way you talk to yourself in your head, would you say those things to your kid? Would you? Your spouse? Your best friend? If you wouldn't say it to them, why do you say it to you? Think about that. Why would you say things to yourself that you wouldn't say to your own child? That's not very good. If you're beating yourself up and you're putting yourself down and you're just not talking to yourself nice in your head and you don't feel good about who you are, I'm not smart enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not good enough, I'm never going to amount to nothing. Knock that crap off. It's just not true. That's bullshit that got programmed in your head somewhere along the line that you need to get rid of. Somewhere along the line when you as a kid, you made some decisions about self and it's just not working. It's just not right. So here's the deal. Find a picture of yourself when you was a little child and look at it. I got an idea that some of you are going to have a hard time with that. I certainly did. A friend of mine gave me a picture of myself when we were in kindergarten and I couldn't look at it. I didn't know why. It just made me feel terrible. When I got home, I flipped it over and looked at it, and I realized at that moment that I was the one that created that monster. I was the one that told that kid that he would never amount to nothing, that he was homely, goofy looking, he'd never have a good woman in his life. I was the one that told him all that. Nobody else. It was me that was beating him up. And at that point, I realized it was me that had to stop. I had to make amends to that kid, so I did. And I started to love that kid. I told that kid things like, hey, from now on, I'm going to love you. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to make sure that nobody hurts you anymore. I'm the one that's going to do that. See, you're responsible for your happiness, and you're responsible for taking care of yourself. So it's kind of hard to do that when you don't realize you're the one that's doing the opposite. So you get that picture out of you when you was a little kid, and you start telling that kid you're going to love him. You're going to take care of him or her, whatever the case may be. And you keep doing that till you feel it. What I did was I stuck that picture over on the table with the picture of all my grandkids because I love those little buggers like there's no tomorrow. And I wouldn't say them things to them. There's no way I would treat them poorly in any way, shape, or form. So I put the picture of me over there and said, when I start getting down on myself, I happen to see that picture, I go, hey, you can't do that. You've got to treat that kid just as good as you treat your grandkids. Try that out. Do it for yourself. Learn to love yourself. It takes a little time and it takes a little practice. But hey, before you know it, you're treating yourself good. You're loving yourself. You're feeling better about yourself. And you're starting to become happy. And you're feeling whole. It's amazing what happens. So get that picture out. Start loving that little kid. Don't say nothing to that little kid that you wouldn't say to your grandkids, your own kids, your spouse, your best friend. Don't do it. Start loving you. Learn to love yourself. Hey, I hope that helps you out today. I hope that brings you to a place of happiness and liking yourself better. And I hope you have a great day. And I will see you Monday.